My friend Dylan hits the craziest serve, and I'm not exaggerating. Watch me try to hit it.
That's insane, dude.
So instead of learning the serve from me, you and me are gonna get tips from him. Welcome to this episode of Learning from the Locals.
What's up, guys? My name is Dylan. I play pro tournaments in PPA and APP, and I'm gonna be teaching you the secret to the powerful serve. The first step to having a powerful serve is having a good routine. For example, Tyson McGuffin does a little paddle tap with the ball. And one of my things that I like to do is bounce the ball once. It just helps you get in the right mindset so you can have a powerful serve. The next step in creating power in your serve is being able to have a good base. So what I mean by that is getting low so that you're able to use your core and your legs. This will create so you can create the most power into your serve. The next thing that I want to talk about is paddle positioning. One thing that helps is by putting your paddle right in front of you like this, and then just twisting your body here. This will make sure that you don't bring your paddle too far back or too far forward, and you're able to have enough power to swing. The next thing that I want to talk about is the ball drop. Some things that you need to know if you want to go pro is making sure you have a legal drop. So one thing that you cannot do is throw it up in the air or put spin on the ball. That's the new rules of the 2025 pickleball rules. And so one thing that I would do, I would just drop the ball like this. And one thing you can do is just keep practicing this over and over again so you have the exact same drop. This will make it so you have an easier time hitting the ball. A lot of people get worked up on how to stand on the serve. Really, it's just preference. A lot of people like Tyson McGuffin serve like this, and there are people like this, like Ben John, stand like this. They do both on their preference. One of the biggest mistakes I see in the serve is people messing up their follow through. So what I mean by this is if people go like this and cut off, they're not gonna be able to get full extension and increase their power. So if you're able to come through and all the way through, you're gonna be able to create more power. So by doing this, it's gonna create more power and spin. The concept of wrist lag is a very hard technique. This is what you need to do if you want to go pro. Something that people get mistaken on is when with wrist lag is being able to go like that really quickly. As some pros do it, but the best way to do it is you're using your wrist the whole time while you're swinging. This will make it so you don't cut off short or cut off in the wrong place. Last but not least, it is really important to keep your knees low the whole time. I see a lot of people start low, then pop up. One thing that you want to do is just stay low through the entire swing. If you find that your serve is going long, you need to make sure you add more top spin. Because if you put too much power on the ball is just going to go flying out. So one thing that you want to do is make sure you have a low to high motion. This will make it, if you look, the ball will have top spin on the ball. And the more top spin you give it, the more likely the ball is going to drop in.
I thought it could be helpful to take you guys through a little slow motion of Dylan hitting his serve. Something I noticed is that he has a really wide base and his hips are staying facing towards his target, and the only thing that's turning are his shoulders and his chest, and it's turning pretty aggressively. But that unit turn really is what gives his serve a ton of power. Now I want to show you from the side view because I want you guys to see the lag. Now everybody's backswing is different. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to point out what Dylan does. Dylan takes his paddle back with the paddle tip facing towards the side of the court. Now let's talk about the lag. As you can see, the paddle tip switches from facing towards the side to facing basically straight backwards. His wrist is loose, the paddle is cocked back. This is lag, but I really want to talk about his paddle position when it hits the ball on contact. So as you can see in the backswing, when the lag is applied, the paddle tip is facing backwards. Now watch really closely where that paddle tip is facing on contact. The paddle tip is now pointing straight at the ground. It's super important if you decide to use lag in your serve that you have the right timing. You need to make sure that you contact the ball with the paddle face flat to the ball, otherwise you're going to lose a lot of power and accuracy.
Oh, hey, if you're watching this channel, it probably means that you really like pickleball. And if you really like pickleball, you probably want to get better at it, which means you should enroll in my free Mastering the Dink video series. What's going to happen is you're going to click the link below, and I'm going to send you one video to your inbox every single day for the next 15 days with a tip that's going to level up your dinking. Now back to the video.
Now we're going to put it all together, and this is what it's going to look like. The drill that I have here is these 2 water bottles, and this will help you have a target so where you can hit it. And so a game I like to do with some of my friends, or even when I'm by myself, or make it a little bit of competition, that if you miss the serve, it's -3 points. If you make it in the back half, it's +1 points. And if you hit either of these water balls, it's +3. So let's see what you can do and let me know.
This really is a great drill because one, it helps you practice those two targets, which are really strategic places to serve in general. But two, it's super difficult. It's a pretty small target in general, so I was pretty impressed when Dylan hit it. After hearing some tips from Dylan, I actually wanted him to give me some feedback on my serve, and here's a couple things that he pointed out.
You go like this in the middle of it. You go like up and down, like really quickly. Like if you ever see yourself, you go like this. This is what you do. You throw the ball up and you go boom, boom, and it might affect where you're hitting the ball.
Interesting.
Sit down a little bit.
It was actually really helpful having him watch me hit a couple serves and give me feedback because I thought all along I was keeping my head still, but even that little movement can make a big difference.
Maybe you twist your body a little bit more.
The other thing that really helped me that he pointed out was to twist my body a little bit more to get a little more power involved in the shot, and I actually felt like that made a huge difference.
That was good. That was really good.
Dylan, thanks so much for showing us your serve. Where can people find you?
I have an Instagram named Dylan Lewis PB, and if you guys need any advice, you guys just DM me in there, or if I'm in a video, you guys just comment.
And make sure you guys check him out because he is a rising player. So we'll see you guys in the next one.